goddesses, gods, and guardians, something like that. So, what was there was a DT. Expand your consciousness. See the bigger picture. The universe is opening you up. So it says mother of the endless universe, Aditi. So her name means limitless or boundless in Sanskrit, and she is the source of all, who gave birth to the entire cosmos and everything like that. But the point of this card is inviting you to gaze again upon the sky out your window. So her expansive energy swirls around your tight forehead, freeing up your mind. You know, like this swirl we have on our heads. And it says, open your consciousness, connect with the divine mind, and feel the rich expansiveness. You are not limited in any way, and I am here to show you the extensive possibilities and plentiful resources that are always available. So, widen your perspective, stand up, and stretch out your arms to the universe. Be open to unexpected blessings, surprising solutions, and new avenues of understanding. So, let's see. Some additional meanings is like traveling abroad with this like expansiveness energy, getting more options, expanding of energy, as well, and developing your connection with guides, spiritual guides, or just the infinite mind, and allowing that to open up your options as well. So studying philosophy or ancient systems, whatever you may be, dealing with. Hey to the chat. Yeah, whatever you may be studying is opening up your consciousness as well. So that is Aditi. Now we have Persephone, right? New beginnings. A time of complete renewal. You have the power to create light-filled change and a rebirth. So this is like the Greek goddess. So Greek and Hindu was the two that came out. This one has like goddesses and gods from all over, not just a specific culture. They're all in there together. So but these two that came out, this one is about new beginnings. So after you expand your consciousness, that's the same energy of having more options and things of that nature. Knowing that the things that you're doing right now, it will pay off. To dig as deep as you can, like into yourself, in order to get a fresh start. So make the effort to create positive change, and it will reward you like a phoenix rising, right? You can kind of see that energy like behind her, the red energy as well. You're a skilled alchemist who can begin over and over again in life, creating stronger foundations. You may be inspired to do some soul inspired work, and different relationships are taking hold now. So it's something about this month for you. Maybe you always notice, even if you have to start over and over again, you do it around this time. So you have what it takes to ascend into spring. So it's kind of that energy, like it's something always in June. This may be like a loved one's birthday, or something of that nature, but this always seems like a prosperous time for you. So it says you have what it takes to ascend into spring, taking deep spiritual lessons from the underworld with you. So additional meanings is just like you can successfully deal with any illness, relationship difficulty, or life challenge. That's what the underworld means, like the changes that we go through. You just don't give up, right? So that's the phoenix rising from the ashes type of perspective, and that's what she symbolizes. That it's also a mother-daughter bond. Hello to the chat. And it signifies a change or a healing within your relationships, right? Hello. soul who leads like that, those periods. So it's two type of ways that we can grow. It's like through kinshi or through Satoru. Let me know if you've ever heard of that before, but that's meaning you can grow either through wisdom or through pain, right? So you may be the type of person who grows through complex and intense soul things, right? And you need periods in that underworld of, doubt in order to recall your spiritual power and alchemize your light. So Persephone is the one that helps you begin again, taking sacred lessons from challenges you faced, standing beside you as you emerge renewed from the darkness, right? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. It's like the Hermit at the bottom. Alright, let's shuffle. Just getting whatever expands on this message that may be right for you at this time. Okay. So, we have the Nine of Pentacles that flipped. The Nine of Pentacles. Definitely a card of abundance. So, the Nine of Pentacles is all about stability, retreat, and spiritual growth. So, maybe like taking some sort of comfort and relaxing and celebrating accomplishments, spiritual growth, and just maybe refining your craft at a higher level. So, it's kind of like a step up from the Eight of Pentacles, where you are using a lot of sweat equity, right, in order to make your goals happen. But with the Nine, it's more of like using abundance and opulence in order to accomplish the things that you need. So it represents the combination of all of your efforts and hard work, right? And you've gained a great deal of insight and knowledge along your journey, which has led you to the current state of awareness, your current state of awareness. So it's definitely that energy of total clarity and looking back. It's kind of like the older and wiser sort of energy, even if you just learned multi-dimensional lessons in an early part of your life, and now you understand it better, and now you have the power to transmute and turn whatever you went through into abundance, right? So you're just aware of the greater scope of your being, and you're ready to move on to the next phase of enlightenment and really just enjoying simple pleasures, right? So I was looking at something today that was talking about how once you have all of the things, Nine of Pentacles is the card of comfort, right? So after you have accomplished the things that you set out in the material world, you have to go within and do a spiritual growth type of retreat in order to gain stability and to not basically have boredom, right? Or even overindulgence. So neither one of those is the skill you want to be overindulging in materialistic aspects of life, working too hard, or just the energy of Let's get another. Fell on the ground. Okay, it's the Two of Wands. I'm not gonna get it. So, one that flipped over that I can actually caught. So, the Two of Wands is what fell on the ground, which is like a card of, expansiveness and travel. So coming and going. Also when you look at the Five of Swords, it's like walking away from something. So, maybe, leaving something behind that doesn't serve you anymore. And that could be in a spiritual way or in an actual physical way. You know how they say that saying that a person doesn't have any honor in their home, in their city, or whatever. So maybe you're going away in order to build up your name and then coming back, So that is the energy of, when you're looking at this, indicates the negativity that has been inflicted, like on yourself. So, it's all about what impulsive behaviors you may be, going through or burdening yourself with. So this card is highlighting like winning, or needing to be right regardless of the outcome. So sometimes it's about being the bigger person, just so that you don't have to, have a shift in negative energy, and you can just make positive changes and focus on yourself. So it's a need for closure before being able to move forward. Fear is being associated with like unresolved issues. And like I said, knowing when to not let things trap you into this energy of ego or disagreement, anything like that. So let's get another. Ace of Wands. Fire energy. So this is earth. Swords is air. And fire is wands, right? So the Ace of Wands is like that energy of a new beginning, really. Creation. So you create new beginnings over and over again, like the Persephone card. And it's about adventure. Also, you saw that in the Two of Wands. The sole purpose of, your life vitality, your life energy, your life force. What did you come here to experience and have fun with? Also thinking about your divine inheritances, things you were born with, like soul gifts, as well. So it's a wonderful new beginning, full of inspiration, vitality, and movement. A lot of movement. This is a seed of invention that has the potential to grow into something great and highlights new breakthroughs in consciousness. From here, anything and everything is possible. So as a result, you will find the creative outlets you need, a time for action and self-expression, right? So it's taking daily progress. Even if you feel like your goals may be unrealistic, it's also about, tracking the things that are coming in. So like new beginnings, new ideas, and new inventions that are able able to help you solve your solutions, right? So taking a moment to focus on what you do have, and asking yourself, are you really taking in those moments? Hello to the chat. Are you really taking in those moments of small wins? So the five of swords is kind of that energy too of taking in the small wins and being grateful for whatever you have overcome. Okay, so let's get one more. The Chariot card popped out, so it's like moving on from something. And this one as well. So this one is the Five of Cups in reverse. So no longer feeling upset about specific situations. No longer, oh, no longer. I'm almost dropped my book. No longer getting upset about certain situations, or being crying over spilled milk energy is what they call it. So just paying attention to what lights you up, and not feeling scared to go after all that you desire. Like I said, walking away from whatever self-pity or lack of forgiveness, loss, disappointment, everything like that. And it reflects the deep energy of change that you may need to emerge through any instabilities or losses that you may have taken. So like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles card, using what you have been through to fix, like, not fix, but using your story in order to, or using just who you are to reflect and even to bring you abundance, right? So that is your reading. Thank you so much for